Today, the only local news station with nonstop news.
It's what we do. Good morning. Nonstop news starts right now. Thank you for making us part of your back to school routine. We are, if you don't know, we are the only TV station in town right now that is commercial free all the way up to the top of the hour.
And we have you covered this morning, including a look at traffic with Joy and, of course, a look at your weather with Jeannette. Good morning, Jeannette.
Good morning. Happy Monday, back to school Monday. And let's take a look at that bus stop forecast. Heading out to school this morning, well, it does look like it will be partly to mostly cloudy. Temperature right now in San Antonio at 79. I think we'll drop closer to 77 within the next few minutes or within the next hour. The humidity is making it feel like we're in the low 80s. After school, it looks mostly sunny. 10% rain chance late in the day. That's going to be after 4 o'clock this afternoon. There could be a shower coming up from the coast. Forecast high temperature of 97, could get as high as 98. Heat index, though, up to 101 or 102. Across the east right now, we're talking along the coast and over towards Houston. We're seeing some isolated to scattered showers and storms. Trough is moving off towards the west and northwest. The sea breeze here is what could produce a shower or thunderstorm. That's along and east of I-35. Meanwhile, the hill country and the western zone, lots of sunshine for you and dry conditions there. About 95 in the hill country, lower triple digits in the western zone. We'll take a look at your forecast for the rest of the week. Small rain chances continue through the week. That's coming up in under 10 minutes.
Another live look outside here this morning. If you are planning to drive through the downtown area, this is what you need to look out for. We have a closure in the northbound lanes of I-35 near South Alamo Street. This is nothing new. If you've been with us over the past couple of weeks and months, we've been getting some repair work done there, but it is starting to cause that delay that we tend to see around this time of the morning, now up to 5 to 10 minutes, and I would expect this will continue to go up as we push further into rush hour this morning. And keep in mind that this is not only going to affect the northbound lanes of I-35, but also Highway 90. A lot of people taking Highway 90 to get onto I-35, and so that backup is going to spill over onto 90 as well. So this whole little area is something to watch out for this morning. Also, on the west side, we have some congestion coming into San Antonio, the eastbound lanes of Highway 90 as you're approaching Loop 1604. There's no real factor that's contributing to that, no construction, no wreck or anything like that. It's just traffic. It's just an area where the road is just not quite wide enough for the amount of people who come into town from the west. We have photojournalist David Mendoza live from RoadCam this morning. David, good morning.
Hello and good morning. Right now I'm on 281 South and Tacoma. It's looking busy up here, but nothing's really impeding your way. I think we're looking fantastic over here on the north side. I'm going to keep my eyes out and let you know what else I see. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. That's the latest with your on-time traffic.
All right, guys, thanks. Good job. New this morning, police are looking for the person who shot a store worker during an attempted robbery. This was at a Valero on 35 near North Weedner about 10 o'clock last night. Police say that suspect walked into the store, had a gun, pointed it at the worker. The woman who was working there pepper sprayed the suspect, but that caused him to fire the gun, shot her in the arm, and then used that gun to hit her in the head, allegedly. Police say the suspect then took off in a black car. We're told the woman should be okay.
This morning, a man is in custody after police say he shot and killed his son and hurt 2 others on the west side. This happened at an apartment complex on Altitude Drive near 410 just before 11 p.m. Police say a man in his 40s shot the mother of his child, his current girlfriend, and his oldest son and drove off with 3 other kids. We're learning the oldest son died at the hospital. We also know that one woman is in critical condition and the other is in stable condition. The man was caught later by police during a traffic stop, and the kids he took were found safe. No word yet on what charges he'll face.
One person killed at a car crash on the northeast side. This was on Harry Wurzbach near Fort Sam Houston about 1:30 this morning. Police say that car was speeding during a chase, hit a pillar, and then burst into flames. Military police did pull the driver and a passenger from the vehicle. The passenger died there. A driver is still in the hospital.
Today, a 13-year-old boy charged with accidentally shooting and killing his younger brother is expected to be back in court. This happened late July at a home near the intersection of Bob Billa Street and Wales Avenue. Police say 8-year-old Daniel Caceres was shot in the neck. He later died at the hospital. His older brother was arrested and charged with manslaughter. A judge ordered he stay in custody. Today, a judge will
reassess whether he can be released.
We're about 15 minutes now from 7 a.m. this morning. At least one person recovering from their injuries after a shooting at a Texas college dorm. So this all happened yesterday about 8 o'clock last night at the Collin College's Spring Creek campus in Plano. That's near Dallas, of course. Officers say that one man shot another and then ran into a nearby student apartment. The suspect was found, taken into custody shortly after all that. So far, we don't know what exactly caused that shooting.
Time is 6:46. In just a few hours, the Uvalde Independent School District is going to release its records related to the Robb Elementary mass shooting. And News 4 will be reading through them the moment they're available. The school district is expected to release police service and 911 calls, evidence log records related to the shooting, body-worn and security camera footage from Robb Elementary, student files for the shooter, internal communications among district officials, and results of school safety audits. News 4 has been a part of a 3-year legal battle to get a hold of all of these materials.
Uvalde schools are also adding new AI technology to detect guns this year. It's part of the district's promise to make sure their schools safer. Now, the system uses AI to scan security cameras and then spot a gun out in the open. And then it would alert police and school leaders, and all this would happen in about 10 seconds time.
Notification system happens within about 10 seconds. It will alert our police force, and they will notify, in addition to that, our principal of that campus and administration at central office.
So that system cost about $400,000. It was paid for through a grant that includes new fencing, more officers, and upgraded cameras. And they believe it should be ready to go here in the next couple of weeks. The district's first day of school was last Wednesday.
Continuing coverage on the Central Texas flooding, the Texas Rangers have just made public the full list of people who died in the July 4th floods in the Hill Country. More than 100 names now confirmed. This is the first time a list of names has been made available by any law enforcement or municipal entity. The list includes 10 people from the San Antonio area. They include Linda Basin, Elizabeth Bryan, James Bryan, Deanna Hillock, Al Iorio, Madeline Jeffrey. We have the complete list of all of the names released on our website, news4sanantonio.com.
State lawmakers are asking how that all happened and if it can be prevented in the future. So lawmakers are going over Senate Bill 2, which would require warning sirens in flood-prone areas like there along Hunt. The proposal would use state money to buy and to install the sirens. Some wondered if a siren system would even help that day because of the historic rain and flooding that happened in such a short period of time. However, State Senator Paul Betancourt says that any sort of advance warning could have been critical.
And unfortunately, the data that he had just presented was that this wall of water was moving at 17 miles per hour and was 7 miles upstream. And simple Aggie math would tell you that would give 24 minutes for a system like that to work, to the chairman's comment.
The committee is also trying to see if there are any sort of obstacles that would have slowed down the new warning system.
Texas Republicans will meet again today, hoping to vote on redrawing congressional maps. The proposed map would likely give Republicans an additional 5 seats in the March 2026 primaries. Democrats are out of state trying to prevent a quorum until the special session is over. Governor Greg Abbott says he'll keep calling a special session if he needs to.
Well, we are about 10 minutes away from the top of the hour, 7 o'clock, just in our sights, which means school will start very shortly for thousands of kiddos. The first day of school is here for a whole lot of folks in our area.
That's right. Students and their parents excited to get the year going.
Some.
And News 4 San Antonio's Tawny Davis is live at Larkspur Elementary, part of Northeast ISD, to talk about what they're excited for this school year. The Leopards, what are they excited for, Tawny?
Well, good morning. It's like the calm before the storm. We have some kids waiting to just run through the gates here and into their classrooms. The teachers are getting those last minute details ready. The principal's running around. She told me that they had to record the morning announcement. So it is pretty busy out here with that first day just minutes away. They're starting about 7:25. But as I said, this is the second largest school district in San Antonio, and they're excited to welcome back all of its returning and new students. Now, Larkspur is just one of over 70 elementary schools within NEISD, with roughly about 55,000 students currently enrolled. There's a large number of faculty as well, with just over 8,000 employed across the district. They pride themselves on the several magnet programs offered to students to give them an opportunity to get ahead in in-demand jobs. Students can earn an associate's degree by the time they graduate high school, which ends up saving them money on college. As one of only 2 public schools in the country with a Space Act agreement with NASA, the Space and Engineer Technologies Academy is giving students a head start in aerospace careers. Now, like I said, we're just minutes away before those gates open, and we're seeing a lot of kids walk in. Parents look like they're excited too, dropping off their kids. We're going to stay here throughout the morning and see all their excited faces. But for now, reporting live, I'm Tawny Davis. Back to you.
Now your certified most accurate 4-zone weather with meteorologist Jeannette.
I was out at a NEISD campus a couple of weeks ago working on a story about the cafeteria ladies and the training that they go through. It is a lot more intense than what you might think. Those meals are very elaborate. This isn't just a pull something frozen out of a freezer and then stick it in the microwave. They are cooking that stuff from scratch. So I believe that's going to air Thursday morning, but I'm excited to show you that. And a big shout out to all those ladies and the men who take a lot of time to make sure that our kiddos have what they need to eat.
And they always need more. Hiring more
They always
people,
need more,
you know?
for sure. Yeah, if you've got some time and that's something that you'd like to do, that is certainly a worthy endeavor.
That's exciting. I know you told me some
Yeah.
tidbits about that story
it's good.
behind the scenes. I'm not going to share anything right now. Hey, back to school Monday. Back to school season is here. And
Welcome
in case
back.
you missed it, I do have my weather report card. I do have the chance for rain at 10% this afternoon, and that rain chance will stick around through the week. Here's the grade. All right, temperature, I'm giving it a C because of the heat and the humidity. The humidity, that's going to stick around all day. That gets a C. The winds, that gets an A because of the light breeze. That tends to help out. Precipitation, a B. 10% rain chance late in the day. Forecast high temperature, upper 90s, but with the humidity, heat index slightly over that 100-degree mark. Live look outside now that the sun is coming up. You can see the cloud cover I've been talking about. 79 and mostly cloudy in San Antonio right now. With the humidity, it feels like it's 82 degrees. There is rain across Texas, but we're talking to the north around the Panhandle, way out west near El Paso. Some heavier showers and storms, though, around the upper Texas coast. There's a trough there, and that's going to be moving off towards the northwest. Bigger storm system is centered across Kansas, and that's helping to produce a more widespread heavy rain. That's all going to move off towards the east. So here's the setup. The upper level ridge that's been in control has slowly backed off a bit, drifting a little farther to the west, allowing that trough to move towards southeast Texas. Now that's not going to move towards our area. However, with the sea breeze, we could see a shower this afternoon, primarily along and east of I-35. You'll see here on this in-house computer model how it will be mostly sunny late this morning until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. As we get closer to 4 or 5 p.m., you'll notice a few more clouds, and from that cloud cover, there could be a very isolated shower. Pretty much the same deal for your Tuesday. Early morning clouds, and then it clears out before a few more clouds build late in the day. By Wednesday, slight increase in that rain chance, 20% by Wednesday in the afternoon. Couple more showers or a thunderstorm possible. In the tropics, well, it looks a little busy here in the Atlantic Basin. I want to point out that these two disturbances, no chance of tropical development. In fact, they're going to continue to stay in the northern Atlantic Ocean, where conditions are not very conducive for development. However, we do have this tropical wave off the west coast of Africa that has a 90% chance of development. That could very well become Erin, which is the next name on the list. This model shows how it's going to stay north of the Caribbean and then staying away from the U.S., but it'll be a close call for the eastern seaboard. Here's your forecast as I take you through the day. So clouds early, at least between 7 and 8, and then it gradually clears out. At noon, it looks mostly sunny. Will be near 90. Between 4 and 8 p.m., a 10% rain chance. Otherwise, a few more clouds. Again, forecast high temperature of 97 degrees. Tomorrow, 10% rain chance, 98. 20% rain chance Wednesday, then a 10 to 20% rain chance for the rest of the week. This weekend, hotter and drier with high temperatures closer to 100 degrees. Here's extended forecast for the other 3 zones. Stay cool, stay safe. Just make sure you wear the summer gear because it's going to be a hot and humid day.
All right, one last check-in here on this closure downtown. So far, that delay is holding steady. As you can see, it's pretty slow going for everyone who's stuck behind it. This is in the northbound lanes of I-35 as you're approaching South Alamo Street. It's about a 5 to 10 minute delay, and that backup is going to stretch all the way out to Highway 90 and onto Highway 90 as well. So you can see the congestion spilling over onto 90 and I-10 there for all of the people who are trying to get through the downtown area. Again, 5 to 10 minutes. I would err more on the longer side there if you're trying to plan your commute. Here we have a couple of other spots where traffic is getting heavier, but that's the only area where you're going to see any lane closures. Rest of San Antonio, we have a pretty strong start heading into our day, our week, and our school year. Let's check in again with photojournalist David Mendoza. He is live from Road Cam. David, good morning.
Hello, good morning. I'm at 10 East and the WOAI coming into downtown. Hey, I agree with you. Everything's looking pretty fine outside of 35 and 90 downtown. That's all I've really seen all morning. I'm also starting to see some school buses make their rounds, and it's getting busier out here, that's for sure. I'll leave you with that. Drive safe, have a fantastic day, and happy back to school. Back to you.
Happy back to school. The school buses are spotted. That's the latest with your on-time traffic.
The school buses are spotted.
It's like Santa.
It's like a unicorn or something.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
Well, that's great. Everyone have a wonderful, safe back to school first day.